Alright, what's up, wrestling fans? Welcome back to our DirtSheets.com video reviews. I'm Zach Brown. With me, as always, David Martell.
I am.
And he's
David
got
Martell.
heat. Yeah.
What?
They no longer make these shirts, and I got them for your birthday?
I think so.
Was it your birthday?
I got 3 of them, which you will see on the show.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll see them rotating as we do several videos. So we're going to talk about a lot of things this week. First of all, we're going to be reviewing the February 4th episode of Monday Night Raw. We're going to be talking about some various news that come to mind. And so let's just go ahead and get started with Raw. A lot happened in this episode. I think the main thing was the quality of wrestling.
Happened.
Not only wrestling
Some
happened,
talked.
but wow. Not only did wrestling happen, it was very good wrestling.
It's quality wrestling, quality matchups.
Yeah, we had, let me see, Cesaro versus Ryback. Let's start with that. I was actually impressed with Cesaro here. This was not your typical squash.
I was telling you while we were watching that I feel like they've been putting Ryback in matches with Cesaro to make Ryback look better.
Yeah,
because they've had a couple matches in the past several weeks, and Cesaro was dominant in this match. He looked great.
Yeah,
and for Ryback to win, it kind of makes Ryback look good, like he can beat Cesaro,
right?
The U.S. champion.
And it was expected.
I mean, it was expected, but I mean, Cesaro, I feel like he's so stiff.
Yeah,
and it's so awesome because you just want to see him kill people.
I know.
And it's almost sad that he's not in a bigger position. I mean, he is the champion.
Right.
So you can't, and he's fighting top talent. But I wanted to beat top talent.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Cesaro is not to Ryback's level yet, so I was happy with what we got. Really, that's all it is. So
WWE chooses what level Cesaro's on.
And then something else that I really liked was Daniel Bryan, Rey Mysterio.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Well, I mean, look,
you hate Rey Mysterio.
I don't hate Rey Mysterio. I just don't always enjoy him.
When the voting was going, like, I hope it's not Rey Mysterio. I hate Rey Mysterio. You said I hate Rey Mysterio. He's a liar.
Do you not hate Rey Mysterio?
I don't like Rey Mysterio winning world titles, but he is a good champion.
Okay.
Wow, no, he's not a good champion. He's a good wrestler. He's a very solid wrestler.
I don't like Rey Mysterio, but with certain opponents, that's when I like him. Daniel Bryan being one, CM Punk being another.
He had great feuds with CM Punk and Chris Jericho and stuff like that. And for him to face Daniel Bryan, and Daniel Bryan highly respects Rey Mysterio, if you know about
I didn't know that.
Yeah. And
I guess.
I mean, you have to expect a quality match.
Sure, okay. But yeah, that match was very good. I loved, he did this thing where he gets him up and then he brings him down on his knees.
Yeah.
He brings Ray down on his knees.
What you would call it.
I don't even know.
But it was awesome.
It was awesome. And I love him winning with a no-lock again.
Yeah,
it feels like
I was not expecting him to win.
I know.
Which is
he's
sad.
Been losing a lot lately.
I want Daniel Bryan to win every match.
He's been losing a lot lately, and it's really exciting to see him win again, win with the no-lock especially, and it obviously just furthers the feud that is going on between these teams, which is fine, but let's see, another one that was pretty solid was, what was it, Orton Wade Barrett,
yeah. I wasn't too into this match.
I liked it, but obviously it pains me to see the Intercontinental Champion pinned like that.
He's not winning, and they do this a lot.
That's not
every
terribly
time,
different.
I feel like every time someone wins that title, it's like, well, now you're going to lose several weeks.
Well, they'll look good against. All right, they look good against certain talent, but they don't look good against the main eventers. Obviously, there were 2 matches like that were.
I can usually, and that's fine. I mean, I expect Randy Orton to beat Wade Barrett, but it's like, I don't want to see Wade Barrett just losing. He's a champion. Let him fight mid-carders.
Yeah, I agree with that. And where was the Bo Dallas feud this week?
Well, I mean, they acted like he was out from SmackDown or whatever.
Oh, come on. After that attack into some pipes
I
or
want to
whatever.
see you survive an attack like that. So.
Stuff like that doesn't put people out for a week. Come on.
It hasn't been a week. It was Friday Night SmackDown. It's only been a couple days.
But that's last week in terms of... that's last week's wrestling week. This is this week's wrestling.
Okay.
Lesser wrestlers have
at the end of this
sooner.
episode, I'll throw you into a bunch of fights, and we'll see if you're back next week.
Okay, all right. Anyway, I would have liked to see that feud continue. Something I noticed that was weird on this episode no Ziggler, AJ, or Big E.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, I mean, the show flowed fine without them, but where were they? What was
a revelation to me. I wasn't even thinking about it.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, while I was watching, I was just expecting him to be there.
Right. I don't know. I just
something happened on SmackDown we did not see.
Not that I know. I mean, I just I was especially thinking, I was like, gosh, where is Ziggler right now? And come to think of it, where's AJ right now and Big E? I mean, not that I want to see Big E, but I mean, it is what it is. I was just like, where's Ziggler?
Did you fast forward through it?
No, I did not. Anyway, back to the good matches we had. What was
the best match? Sheamus and Kane was okay.
Sheamus and Kane was okay.
It wasn't great.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Obviously the best match. Obviously the best matches was pay-per-view quality. Jericho versus CM Punk, a rematch from WrestleMania. I loved it.
I did too.
Loved
there
it.
was nothing wrong with this match. Awesome wrestling, awesome storytelling.
Yeah.
Just, CM Punk yelling to the camera. What did he say?
He goes, a minute ago it was overrated. Sit down, Smarks.
Yeah.
Something like that. And it was
because the crowd was chanting, this is awesome. And it was.
Yeah. It was awesome.
I mean, they were pulling out all the stops. I want to see more of that. Screw this Rock stuff. Just more Jericho Punk.
Yeah, I mean, where was Rock? But whatever.
Yeah, for real, where was Rock? Yeah. WWE champion. Can't even be on the show.
Yeah, what can you do?
No Rock and too much Big Show.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and talk about that for a second. I mean, okay, so Jericho Punk, fantastic match. If you missed Raw, go seek it out. Very good.
I mean,
that's one of the best.
It might be the match of the year right now. I mean, the year short.
Well, right now, if you're going to say it like that.
Compared to the pay-per-view matches, I would say this is the best match I've seen this year.
It's definitely going to be a front runner for the best TV match.
Yeah.
For 2013,
it's already won.
Right. And the fact that that's at the beginning of the year, I mean, it will be forgotten about, but it is great, so seek it out if you can. Let's get to Del Rio showing up to Big Show's hotel room and all that. We all saw it coming with all of his guests that were coming, delivering him food, the contract situation, whatnot. What did you think of their hotel room interaction?
I was... Throughout the show, you were getting segments of Big Show in the hotel, which were fine.
Right.
He's just being this arrogant, I'm not hiding, blah, blah. If you come here, I'll kill you, basically. Mm-hmm. And
it just cracked me up.
He made this joke.
Right, well, it's not a joke, it's true. It cracks me up how Del Rio, he's getting the drop on Big Show, and yes, Big Show's a huge guy, but Del Rio's the one jumping Big Show. Big Show lands one punch to the ribs. He goes, he just falls down immediately. So that just kind of had me cracking up because I was just thinking, I was like, this is not the way this is supposed to go for Del Rio. But obviously he got the upper hand. Whatever.
I like you made a joke that Del Rio would be on the other side of the door. He's like, did you order a pizza with extra anchovies?
Just like level him with it. With that sort of cheesy WWE.
Why can't that happen?
I
would have been more entertained.
Extra anchovies. Stupid stuff. I mean, this segment is what it was. It kind of made me flash back to Booker T and Stone Cold in the supermarket. Obviously, it's not nearly.
Oh no, that was.
It's not a tenth of what that was. But
that was
right. But I mean, it was decent. I thought it was.
No, it was alright.
Yeah.
I wasn't mad. I mean, there was just a lot of Big Show.
Yeah.
I'm still not sold on Del Rio face turn. I'm not. I don't think the crowd is either. The crowd was wedding him until the end when he was like, "You changed me.
You're putting food on the table," and just like, what are you talking about?
Yesterday you were peasants. Now you're my friends.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I see what you're saying there, but I'm okay. I'm more okay with him.
Well, you're not a good wrestling fan.
Oh, okay.
Just throw
okay, so what else was on the show? Miz TV with Paul Heyman. Honestly,
this was not a bad Miz TV.
I know, yeah. He hates Miz TV.
I do hate Miz TV.
Yeah. I will say this is probably the best Miz TV there's been.
Mainly because he wasn't talking much and he got murdered.
Right. Actually, you know what? What Miz had to say was pretty decent here. Honestly,
okay.
I didn't mind it at all.
I was more into what Paul Heyman had to say.
And then when Vicky came out,
saying she signed Brock, and then Brock murdering the Miz, which is my favorite part.
Perfect. I kind of wish Brock would get on the mic just to hear one of those awful Brock Lesnar promos. Obviously, they don't want
Brock,
that.
stay away from that. If you're watching this, Brock, please, just kill people. That's all I want to see.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else that stood out on the show. Can't really think of much. Is there anything else you wanted to bring up? Any cons you have?
Cons?
Yeah.
How about John Cena's Shield?
Oh, yeah, my God. John Cena delivers some awful promos, and this is no exception. So, yeah. Anything else you want to say about it? Kind of a bad ending to Raw. Okay, so the Shield show up.
Ending.
Brad Maddox, by the way, if you haven't looked it up, he sounds exactly like Bane or something. He's like, "You will receive
I enjoyed his promo.
I did too, but
I think he could be really good once he gets the chance.
I agree with that. The Shield, the way they beat up Brad Maddox, but then they're I know. We're running out of time for right now. The way that they get jumped at the end of the show and then they exit and the faces are standing tall. Kind of a lackluster ending. There's no sort of twist, no sort of interesting cliffhanger.
Yeah, it just was like, okay, everyone's fighting the Shield.
Cliffhanger shows are the best kind of shows, and when everything is just kind of nicely wrapped up and resolved, that's kind of a disappointment to me.
Yeah.
So before we give our final scores on Raw, there were two big debuts this week on Raw. Re-debuts, I should say. We had Jack Swagger come back, and we had Mark Henry come back. Mm-hmm. Now, Jack Swagger actually had a match, which was interesting. Who did he face? I honestly forget who he faced.
Who did he? Santino.
Yes, Santino. Which is a perfect re-debut match because he just squashed him. But you know what? I dig Jack Swagger's look. Jack Swagger is good.
He is
when he's allowed to kill people.
He's a great wrestler.
Yeah.
I think so. I mean, if you followed his career like we have, we watched him on ECW. Mm-hmm. He was great. When he started on SmackDown, he was good. I enjoyed him winning the world title, although he did not have a good reign.
Yeah, I know.
And then it just kind of fell apart from there. But
the losing streak.
I think he's a great wrestler, and there's a lot of potential there. And
he could be the next Kurt Angle if allowed to.
You don't have to let him talk all the time. Just let him have great matches and kill people. Because he can.
Yeah,
he can out-wrestle people.
Talk.
Yeah. Because we don't want Brock Lesnar to talk.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed his return just because I'm glad to see him. I think he has a great look. I like the beard. I like the heel.
Yep.
He looks like he's just going 100 miles an hour trying to get back into what he's doing.
Yes.
So.
I quite enjoyed that squash match. For that reason, it's good to see him back.
What is Santino's
when he gets Irish whipped into the ropes, he just goes
just to get close.
Yeah, I love that. It's so funny. Don't ever lose that Santino. Okay, but actually, the debut I liked more. The re-debut I liked more.
The return.
Sorry, the return I liked more was Mark Henry.
Yes.
Because just straight up murdering people.
Just because the Mark Henry we loved before he got
I've not always loved Mark Henry, but I love this Mark Henry.
His last reign, his reign with the world title was excellent.
Yep.
And then he got hurt or injured or whatever. He's been gone for a year.
Yeah, basically. It feels long.
And for him to return, being that same monster, just killing Daniel Bryan and killing Ray and Sin Cara. Mm-hmm. That's what I want to see.
It was so awesome. Sin Cara jumps into that, just carry, which you saw coming. But I just love how. Mark Henry was so fired up to be back.
Yeah.
I love how he just was murdering people, and he just keeps saying, "That's what I do. That's what I want to see." And I love when he goes, "That's not enough." It was so awesome.
I love it.
Keep it up, Mark.
Keep killing people. Yeah. It took them 10 years to make Mark Henry good.
Yeah,
and figure out how to make him good.
He's just not sexual chocolate. He
just let him talk his mind like that. It's great. Mm-hmm. It's like he's a football player or something, just yelling at people, and I love it.
I know.
I want more Mark Henry. Give me more.
I'm down. Yeah.
Feed me
more.
Anyway,
Ryback.
Big hungry.
Okay, so with that, let's go ahead and give our...
Oh, one more thing. Just one more thing.
Okay.
We didn't talk about Fandango.
Oh,
There's the new Fandango promo. You know,
how about that logo? The A is just his split legs. Just what
he has
is
this
that?
accent now. It's like
Fandango. It sounded like as if Alberto Del Rio dubbed him,
or he's like
something.
Antonio Banderas or something.
Yeah, seriously.
Did Antonio Banderas have a dancing movie?
Yeah, he
I worked
did.
at
It was
the
like
theater
Take the Lead or something.
Yeah, I was there when that came out.
Yeah, it reminds me of that a little bit.
Take the Lead.
It doesn't mean it's good, but
I'm
we'll see.
interested.
We'll see.
I'm
Johnny
interested.
Curtis, I will give you a chance.
You know,
but you better debut already. Like, what is the deal? This has been.
I feel like they
5 months.
They
in
kept
making.
his
I don't
promos
know.
off so he can grow that hair out.
Yeah, really. I was like, what is this hair he's got? Whatever.
There was JBL did say that he liked the Fandango gimmick. What he's seen of it on the house shows, and I'll give it a shot.
It's time for the public to weigh in.
I want to see it.
I say.
I want to see it. So it didn't give any day when he's coming. It just said Fandango.
That's nothing new. At least he's not Fandango.
Fandango, yeah. Fandango's a lot better.
It's good they dropped the O. Anyway, so with that,
that's it.
That's it. Okay. Let's go ahead and give our full Raw review. I'm going to give my score first since you did yours first last week. I'm going to go ahead and give this Raw an 8. 8 out of 10. Oh, you were thinking what I was thinking?
You copied me.
Oh, you smelled what I was cooking?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also give it an 8.
Okay, very good.
I didn't...
High flyer territory.
Great wrestling. You know, if I had any problems with the show, it'd be like for the first hour, they had a big chunk of video footage.
Yeah, well, that's every episode.
I know, but it was just all clumped together.
Yeah.
And the ending was not good. But
yeah, the ending wasn't
we had good wrestling, you know, storylines, all that stuff.
Miz TV was decent. If Miz TV is decent, then
it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
You know, everything built up. They continued storylines, and I liked it. I mean, of course, The Rock not being there was like, oh,
yeah, it kills me.
Good job. Why'd you give him the title?
Way to be just predictable with it. You win the WWE title, you're not going to be on Raw.
That's what we expected.
Yep, I guess.
The movie started to just have the title. Ask David Arquette.
He was busy shooting a milk commercial.
That's David Arquette. You know?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what movie star you are. If you want that title, just ask.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess that's our Raw discussion. So let's move on to TNA is taking their show on the road. That's been a big announcement from Dixie Carter. They are kind of moving out of the Impact Zone.
Thank you.
Yes, this is what we've been pleading for.
Hopefully this is a permanent thing. I think they're testing it.
They're still going to be doing some shows out of the Impact Zone every once in a while, but this is a huge plus. I think this is mega.
We've
good
had
job,
tons
TNA.
of discussions about this.
Seriously.
I mean, if any college has a small arena,
yes,
any big, decent enough college has a small arena,
exactly,
they're everywhere. These things are everywhere.
Not just colleges, there are smaller, mid-sized event centers.
They could say they came to Dallas where we are, and they could stay there for a month and tour around just this area.
Yeah,
you know, in all the different towns that have these little arenas. It's there. It's easy.
Yeah, even places that WWE has done house shows, they could do.
Yeah.
You know, WWE would head to the Frank Irwin Center in the past, and those would kind of be more of a house show venue.
I went to an ECW house show, the WWE ECW house show in like Huntsville at the Sam Houston University or something like that. I forget what it's called. And I mean, it was a small arena and it was perfect. It worked.
Yeah. That is really what TNA needs is to just take their show on the road. The Impact Zone is claustrophobic at this point. Their Orlando crowd hurts more than it helps, honestly. It's good that they'll be going back to the Impact Zone for nostalgia's sake, but the fact of the matter is, getting out of the Impact Zone is a positive step.
All pay-per-views out of the Impact Zone.
There
should never be a pay-per-view at the Impact Zone.
Yeah, it should only be TV stuff now.
Yeah,
but
that was my biggest complaint. When you have a pay-per-view, stay away from the Impact Zone. Make it feel big. It doesn't feel big when you're in the Impact Zone.
Exactly. And take the WWE formula. Put the commentary live ringside each time. Don't make it look like it's this other room or whatever. I mean that's a whole issue.
Let's talk about what WWE
right. Yeah.
To say about
the other thing to take away from this is that WWE is. It's been reported that they're responding by trying to book smaller venues, possibly even on Thursdays when they might be taping TNA shows, just to screw with. Just what?
To be jerks.
Like, yeah, seriously. Like, you know. I thought that, like, okay, they widely said that they don't view TNA as competition. Well, then why don't you let them do their own thing?
It's not like they're any real threat, at least right now.
At least right
now. I mean, having small venues is not going to make them any bigger. In a sense, it's just going to get them out.
Right.
That's all it's all about.
Yeah.
WWE is putting holds on arenas. And,
that's just ridiculous.
Going
that's like
in the same
monopoly.
Market. Just taping on Thursdays or whatever, going to place on Thursdays just to be in the same market.
Right. It's like, oh no, guys, we need this for superstars.
Yeah.
We're like, what? Come on. Like,
I'm disappointed. It's a sorry move.
It's a Punk move, honestly.
It is.
Like
little jab, like little guys, stay down.
Right. Competition. It's been proven in the past. Competition brings out the best in wrestling companies, and they should let them become as big as they want. Whatever.
Just let them build.
Yeah.
If you're confident that you are the strongest and best company, then you're the strong. I mean, you don't have to get worried about some little guy. And if they come out, then take them out. Show them that you have a better product.
Right, I know.
That's all it is about.
I know. It just kills me because it's like, are you trying to monopolize the whole business? You know what I mean? Honestly, they probably are. Yeah,
they're worldwide.
Yeah. And on that note, our last piece of news: Amazing Red, former TNA star Amazing Red, might be moving to WWE here in the future. Apparently, he has a connection with Matt Stryker that could get him in the door.
That's all you need.
Well, look. I mean, I'm not a huge fan of Amazing Red, but he has a style similar to Rey Mysterio. He's got that fast
wrestler,
luchador kind of like style. I mean, it's not quite.
He's decent. I mean, I don't see how he would become very over. In WWE.
There's been way worse wrestlers in WWE than Amazing Red. 10 of them? Rob Conway.
You're going to your argument.
You asked.
All right.
Jeez.
I want these pictures.
Colin Delaney. The Boogeyman.
Okay, I can really.
Well, what did you ask? DJ Gabriel.
It's okay.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Now I'm blanking. No, Jamie Noble's better.
You can't name 10. I knew it. Could.
Look, I don't need to. That's 4. Look, I mean, come on. 4 is fine. That means Amazing Red's in the spot.
I win. You lose.
Okay, all right. Well, anyway, Amazing Red might be showing up. I'd like to see him. Whatever. Anyway.
I'll wait and see.
Okay, anyway, that's all from us, guys. So keep reading the Dirt Sheets. Check out dirtsheets.com and have a good weekend wrestling, guys.
Bye.
Bye.